Hey YouTube, Dustin Rider here with my review of Lupinranger vs. Patranger episode 23, I believe it is. There's a good chance it's 23. So this week's episode was pretty much par for the course, kind of standard episode. Sort of what we expected or come to expect. I know a lot of people are kind of assuming based on last week that we're probably going to get a few episodes where Noel's paired off with one of the Rangers. I don't know if we'll get one for everybody. I mean, I think eventually, before the series is over. But I mean, I don't know if they're going to do one in a row. But who knows? I don't know. Something about bingo. But this week's was Touma's turn. I always forget his name. There's certain characters, I don't know if anyone ever notices, I just forget their names, so I always call him by the Ranger designation, but Touma, I'm like 97% sure that's his name. It could be Touma, or Tomas. No, just Touma. Anyway, I was trying to think of something funny and I lost it. So, because he's like a chef, you know, that's what he's good at, Noel comes to him to go undercover because there's like a gangler chef kidnapping operation. It's like that episode of Smallville where they're kidnapping couples, except it's cooks. And Lois Lane's not there, or was she? No, but that's what the plot was because I didn't attempt to rhyme. A poet didn't even know how to rhyme those words. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked again. But he comes to he comes to himself. He's like, listen, self, you're two people. You can handle this job. No. He comes to Touma because the Patrangers failed at going undercover, and the fans of, you know, complaining that the Lupinrangers get more focus are going to be thrilled this week because the Patrangers were in two scenes. They were in the ending scene and then one cutaway gag scene, which was this, when they explained like why the Patrangers failed, and they were in really amusing disguises, and they're like, they noticed pretty quick they weren't professional chefs, and they showed like ramen, like Insta ramen, and like I think just a fish on a plate. So I almost want to see like a 5 to 10 minute webisode just based on that storyline because I think it's amusing. I'm actually kind of disappointed that wasn't in it. Like, it's only 22 minutes, but it would have been actually kind of funny if the first half of the episode was the Patrangers utterly failing at this and then Noel going to Touma for this. But I guess they wouldn't have had time to do all the bonding between the two of them, I guess, because the driving force of the plot, or, well, I mean, what I just explained, but I mean, like, the main point of this week's episode was getting Touma and Noel to get along and him to trust him a little bit more. And it was actually kind of framed pretty cleverly with, like, you know, Touma being undercover, and he's like, you know how, like, you were doing a really good job at being a chef? Like, even though this isn't your job here, you were doing your best because you wanted to be professional and keep your cover? Yeah, that's me. Stop treating me so unfairly. You're always mean to me when I'm trying to eat at the restaurant. He didn't cry. No, but, like, that was basically what it was, which I thought was actually pretty clever, and Touma was like, oh, wow, I didn't think about it that way. And I also like how when Noel's talking about, like, oh, you know, I'm just doing my job, he doesn't say, like, you know, even though I play a thief and a cop on TV, I'm really with you, thieves, wink. It was more like, you know, even though I'm playing both sides, my main goal is to protect the collection. Very slick there, because, like, we pretty much know, like I've said, who knows? I don't want to say anything for sure, but that he's just, you know, team good. I don't think he's team one or the other, but, so I thought that was pretty cleverly framed. It was a nice moment for that. Like, you know, building a little bit more trust between them. I still think that he's skeptical about him. I think everybody involved is still skeptical about him. I don't think they're ready to add him on Facebook yet. I don't think they're at that level. Follow on Instagram? Sure. Maybe give it a Twitter follow? Absolutely. Facebook friending? You must be crazy. But yeah, that was what the point of the episode was, and it was solid, you know. Wasn't anything like, oh my god, you need to see this episode. This is the Loop Pat episode of the lifetime. But it was a solid episode that, you know, it was kind of a filler episode, but it didn't feel like a worthless filler. Like, we developed the characters' relationship a little bit. We also learned that the special golden safes cannot be cracked by a standard VS vehicle, and when Noel fixed it for him, I thought he was going to upgrade it and be like, oh, I upgraded it so I can do this thingamajig, and I'm going to upgrade everyone else's between episodes, but no, that's still a problem. So that's kind of a nice little ongoing seedlet we've planted. Also, this little trio gang, one of which is now boomed, you showed up like at the Gangler headquarters, and they're kind of known. I really like the design for, is it Lyman? Lyman, like the one, might be the other one. There's like they're like fruit named. One of them, like, he looks kind of like the witch villain from Dino Charge / Kyouger, but like green. But I like that. It's interesting. It adds a little bit more for the villains to do. Speaking of, where's Ice Cube guy? He hasn't walked in the background of a scene in like, what, 4 weeks? Where is he? But anyway, overall, very solid episode. I'd probably give it a 7.5. I was entertained. Again, I really like that Lupinranger's episodes don't, like, with the filler episodes, feel like they accomplished something. Like, I appreciate that I don't feel like I just wasted 20 minutes on nothing. Because even if it was minor, like I said, we developed the relationship with the characters, and we got a little bit of a plot thing going. Not the most monumental episode, but monumental episode, but enjoyable. Anyway, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring the bell so you can get all the notifications for my videos. Dawson Rider, signing out.